Hi, so today we're going to be looking at OBS Studio. This is a program which works on Windows, Mac and Linux and can be made to work on the Raspberry Pi, which I've done a feature about on my blog and we'll do a video about in due course. It's a program with two main functions. It's for live streaming to different channels. There's about 50 or 60 that you can choose from in the menu, which we'll cover shortly. That's its primary function. Its secondary function is to record. But the interesting thing about this program is the way that it manages recordings. So let's have a look at what it can do. So first off, when you first start it, you're going to get the auto configuration wizard. This will allow you to optimize it either for streaming or for recording. You will still be able to do both, but you can always go back and re-optimize it if you feel the need to. The next thing you need to do is to define your input sources. So there's a number of things that we can do, and you can see the meter working at the bottom of the screen anyway. It's picking up my microphone because I'm already recording onto another screen recorder so that you can see what I'm doing. So you can do a number of things: jack input clients if you're working with music software, screen capture, which we'll come back to in a second, video capture. So let's say we wanted to capture my webcam. So the first thing we have to do is select the webcam. Even if it's already selected, you will see that you need to make a double entry and then select it. There I am, and you can set up the brightness and everything. I know the grayscale is not very good on this camera. That's due to the lighting in my room. So we can have that one in there, and as you can see, we can change the size of it up to full screen, no problem at all, and we can move it anywhere you like. Now when you do that, you tend to get it back upside down, so you then have to do that, so now I'm the right way around again. Okay, so let's put me over there for a minute. We can also then do another one, assuming you've got another one, and I have, when it works. Oh, it does like to be a pain, this. Oh, there we are. So yeah, that's an even worse lighting consideration, and it's decided to freeze because I went to touch the USB plug. I must have a faulty lead on it. But yeah, you can capture the two. You can select which sound you're going to be using. It is just really slow and rubbishy thing. It's an old camera. So let's turn him off. My main use of it is for screen capture, so let's do that. Now then, it is, don't go for window capture, that's something else. Screen capture, I will say monitor 1 because I have two monitors, and indeed there's monitor 1. So let's capture that, and there's monitor 1 on the screen. And if I move anything round monitor 1, sorry, you will see I was checking my audio levels, and this is the simple screen recorder that's recording me, recording myself on OBS Studio. Yeah, I know, we go around in circles a bit. And that's now obscuring the camera. So if we highlight it, we can drag it down, and we can drag it down to the bottom in this case, or we could have obscured the other camera, which isn't working. Seeing as webcam 2 is not working, we can remove it. And then we may wish to do other things. We could put in a still image. Now this image is going to slightly obscure the screen until I guess it where I want it. Yeah, it's showing both my monitors on that one because I haven't cropped it. So there we go, and that's me working in Caden Live doing the jog shuttle settings for another video. So that's just to prove you can do it. Again, I'll get rid of that. So let's do a recording. So streaming next, sorry. So from this point onwards, first you can go into settings There's a lot of general settings that you can set up about confirmation dialogues, snap sensitivity. If you're streaming, you'll want to do stream, and you'll see there Twitch, YouTube and a couple of others, Facebook Live, Twitter, Periscope, and then you can go into here and there's a load of other stuff, including a couple of adult sites if that's your thing. So yeah, we click off that. Not going to set that up today. You need to put a streaming key in or an API key for the source that you're using. Once you do that, it will then auto calibrate, because most of these sites use multiple servers all over the world. It will do a test recording of white noise into each of these servers in turn, and it'll find which one is the best for your area. So yeah, quite a lot you can do with that. The output dictates the output quality. There's advanced settings. You can have multiple audio tracks and all sorts. You can change the audio bitrate up and down. You can change the video bitrate. Some of the streams will not let you broadcast unless you have a certain bitrate. And again, you've got advanced settings for each. Then the recording section. So this is where we're going to do a recording. It'll be to OBS videos. And you can generate file names with or without spaces. I don't mind in this setting. It will append it with the date and time anyway. So that's cool. We'll do apply, because I changed something. Then the audio settings. I prefer 48 kilohertz. I think audio is more important than video on any broadcast, because you can look harder but you can't hear harder. If the audio isn't clear, you may as well not be broadcasting. So yeah, there's some settings in there, different types of meters you can have set up. Then video, what resolution you want it working on the canvas, and you can actually work at 1080p for instance. It does do all sorts of settings, but you can broadcast at a different resolution. So if you needed to downscale to get a particular site's bitrate high enough, you can do it. I always forget to turn it off, I'll be honest. Hotkeys for stopping and starting streaming, transitions, etc. It does have some editing facilities built in. I've never used them, but they're there. It's a very, very good program. And again, setting up the file format, century, century, year, year, month, month, day, day, hours, minutes, seconds will be appended. Okay, so let's do a little recording. So here we are, doing a test recording on OBS Studio. And I can move my camera around the screen while I'm recording, which will probably annoy everybody substantially. And there we are, and we'll put that side by side. And that's the end of the recording. So, I will now bring that recording up. And here's the recording. Doing a test recording in OBS Studio. And I can move my camera around the screen while I'm recording, which will probably substantially. There we are. That's the end of it. So there we have it. There's obviously quite a few settings you can play with. It does take a little bit of getting used to. There's all sorts of stuff in it I've never used. Scenes, scene collections, profiles. It just goes on and on. You can do multi-view. Oh, let me show you studio mode. Studio mode shows you a sort of draft version and then another version. You can fade between them. I doubt very much I'll get anything if I fade between those, because it's the same view on both. There's a lot to experiment with. I just use it as a screen recorder, and I have used it for some streaming work as well. So yeah, very effective. Studio. It's a studio. It's not just an editor. It's a complete studio. So I hope you have fun with that. Love to hear your comments, please. Just put them down. I'll leave some links to where you can download OBS Studio in the comments below. Thanks very much for watching, and see you soon.